Alhamdulillah, salatu wassalam ala Rasulullah sahbi ajmain. There's difference between sunnat and hadith. If you study Imam Abu Hanifa rahmatullah, what he considers sunnat is what has been transmitted by the school of Kufa. So Kufa was their source of sunnat. If you study Imam Malik rahmatullah alayh, he considered the school of Medina, the people of Medina, the Tawatur of Medina as sunnah. Even if the Tawatur of sunnah contradicts a Sahih hadith, he choose the Tawatur of Sunnah, the Amli Tawatur of Medina. And according to Imam Shafi, if a Sahih hadith comes according to their sanad, it becomes sunnah. So from Imam Shafi we get that if a Sahih hadith is actually sunnah. Before that, Imam Malik and Imam Hanifa considered their places or the practices of the Muslims as the sunnah, because the practices of the Muslims was transmitted from one generation to another generation. And if you see, the Quran is also transmitted by the practices, the sunnah of the Muslims, the consensus of the Muslims. Quran is not transmitted through isnads or khabar wahid. Quran is transmitted through the generation after generation. Fine, one generation transmits the Quran to another generation. That's the reason Imam Malik and Imam Abu Hanifa rahmatullah alayh, they relied upon their generations. Imam Malik focused on Medina, while Imam Abu Hanifa rahmatullah alayh focused on the Kufa. From the time of Imam Shafi, we came to realize that he actually said that whatever is sunnah is actually the one which comes from the sanad system or the khabar wahid type of system. Fine, from there we came to know, I mean according to his usul, if there is a sahih hadith, if there is a hadith, that becomes a sunnah. And this was also the usul of Imam Ahmad bin Hanbal. So here we see the definition of sunnah from the first day. The fuqaha has been differed. Imam Malik and Imam Hanifa considered the Amli Tawatur of their own regions or even the regions of the Muslims as evidence, while Imam Shafi and Imam Ahmad bin Hanbal considered the hadith to be synonymous to the sunnah. And frankly, I consider that even though today both sunnah and hadith has been used synonymously, but they both have differences, because you cannot ignore the consensus. I mean, you cannot ignore the transmission through generation. Hadith is transmitted through isnads, through chain of narration, but sunnat is transmitted through the generation upon generation. How one generation transmits all the knowledge to the other generation. Fine, and even the Quran is transmitted through one generation to another generation. So actually Quran is transmitted through sunnah rather than hadith.